Hello. I am back. I needed a mental health break, but I am back. I've had a few deaths. It's very sad. I was away. I went away on a residential. I do brownies. I may have mentioned this before. And while I was away, I had some deaths, which was very sad. Whoopsie daisies. The first one is this one. This is it. This is it. This is the Brachypelma vagans. Little red rump, Mexican red rump. This died while I was away, but to be honest, I'd been expecting it. This spider I'd got at the Northern Invert Show, and it had not been very well since I got it. Originally, I was going to do a test thing, and I think I spoke about it before. I was going to do like one spider on water pipettes and another on spray bottles, and this was going to be one. But I very quickly realised that the two spiders that I'd got from the same seller were actually from different egg sacs, because one was substantially larger than the other one, which was this one. And this one had not been very well, so I'd been trying to sort of nurse it back to health, as it were, by just checking on it every day, making sure it had plenty of water. But sadly, it died, which was very, very sad. And it was very sad to discover it was dead when I got home. But I'd kind of been expecting it because it hadn't been very well. It had just been like laying very, very still in the same place. Now the second death, very sad to say, is my pucky Theria legalis, Zuzu. I am not sure what happened with this. This is Zuzu's molt. And I found this perfect molt in, because it's an arboreal. I found it in the enclosure, and it was actually in this structure that I'd made as a sort of like a climbing structure, and it was like here at the top. So the molt was at the top, and then at the bottom of the enclosure I found this, which it took me a little while to actually figure out was Zuzu's body, and it was like it sort of looks mouldy, but it's old world, so I don't know why I'm being particular, but whoops, sorry Zuzu. Well, you're dead now, who cares? Yeah, poor little thing. So I'm not sure what's happened. I can only think that he's shed and then fallen and possibly ruptured his abdomen. So that's very sad. But what I am going to do is repurpose his enclosure for Skittles, who is an arboreal who I'd accidentally put up in a terrestrial setup. So we're gonna sort that out. But yeah, that's poor little Zuzu, my little porky. And what's weird is, like, this shed is perfect. So I can only think that that's what's happened, but I wasn't here to see. But yeah, that's what's happened. And he's died. Poor little Zuzu. Poor little Zuzu. Oh, I'll have to get another porky at some point. Now Olivia here is my Seriocosmos Percivalisi. We're going to try and get her to eat on camera. We never know how this is going to go, so we're just going to drop this in. Do you want it, Olivia? Little cricket? Little cricket? Where's my paintbrush? Where's my paintbrush? Can't see it. I'll just use the tweezers. Do you want this little cricket, Olivia? Gonna eat for me? No, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to eat on camera. You are not a performing circus act. You are a lovely little spider who's pain in the bum. This is Tasha. Brachypelma albipilosum, curly hair, hobby farm. And I've got some num-nums. Who wants some num-nums, Tasha? The num-nums didn't quite go where I was planning. Go over there, num-nums. I know you're pretending that you're, like, dead, but you're not really. You're not fooling anyone. Tasha, that's some food. It's right next to you. You gonna eat the food? No, of course not. Here's my Canthoscoria geniculata, giant white knee Carmen. I'm thinking Carmen might be a Carlo, just from looking at the underbelly. I can see the lungs. There's one. There's the other, but I'm not seeing a slit there. But it's very hard to tell without a molt. Carmen has not molted. What I wanted to show you here is this terrible, terrible mite problem that I've got at the moment. You may be able to see these tiny, tiny little, like, grain of salt looking things. They're on the inside. Some of them are, at least. Some of them are on the inside. You'll see plenty of them on the inside there. These are called spider mites. You can see them here on the lid. They look like tiny little grains of salt, but they are mites. And there's pretty much nothing you can do once you've got them. They are attracted. They're sometimes called water mites, but they are also called spider mites. They are attracted by dampness and moisture. They are not springtails, but I believe they have come in with the springtails that I put in. They're not actually harmful to the spiders. They just want moisture, so it's not a big problem, but it is quite annoying because they spread everywhere. I had this when I used to keep tropical fish, so I know that it's not actually brain no worky. It's not actually like a spider related problem. It is just any problem when you have any kind of moisture. But yeah, there's the underbelly of Carmen. I am going to go feed her, but there is absolutely no chance she'll do this on camera, so I wasn't even going to bother. So here's something weird that happened while I was away. All my flies died. This was me fly colony, my fruit flies. And they're all dead. I came back to them all dead, which is really weird because, like, obviously I've fed all my spiders before I left, and my Brachypelma amelia, Danny, the fly that I put in her enclosure is still alive, and it's wandering around. Not exactly sure where it is right this second, but it is in there, so really not sure what happened there, but I'm going to have to order some more flies and some more crickets anyway, so just hope that they arrive before I go away on me holidays. Pepper. Pepper and I have been together since November. She is a Grammostola pulchripes. She's one of my original spiders that I got, and she still has not shed. So she's mostly been on flies, but I've run out of flies, so she's getting a cricket. It's been how many months now? 7 months. 7 months we've been together. No shed yet. I know that they said Grammostola pulchripes were slow growers. I really didn't think it was this slow. If that cricket is bothering you, I will crush its head, but I'll give you a little bit to decide whether or not you want to eat it. We have a molt. from Miss Marley to try and collect. She appears to be guarding it, so we're gonna take out her plant. Oops. Oh, and Marley, and taking out the plant and Marley. Here's Marley, and there's Marley's molt. Marley, if you fall and die, I will not be very happy. So don't do that. I'm just gonna grab your molt. Oh. There we go, you can go back in. She doesn't look like she's grown that much. Put the molt down. And get you a cricket. I'm sure you're desperate for a cricket now. She's been in pre-molt for a little while, so let's see. Cricket! And let's take a look at what you've done. So here's Marley's molt. Here we go. There's the carapace. Leggies. Looks decent condition. Like, Marley is a Phimictopus SP green, so like very long legs anyway. So it doesn't look like she's grown that much because her legs are so long. I don't know if you can see her right there. She's gone after a cricket, but yeah, good molt. Good girl, Marley. Good girl. Now Martel here, right here, the polite one. He's my Brachypelma bohemi. I'm still not sure how to pronounce that one. He is got quite a big bum, and I'm really not sure if he's in pre-molt or not. So we're just going to give him a little cricket. And the good thing about Martel, when I say the good thing, I mean the sadistic thing, is if he's not particularly hungry, he'll just kill the cricket. So it's not a problem giving him food and just leaving it for him. So we'll drop it in. No, not interested. He'll deal with it in his own time. He's a good little spidery-do. So I was going to show you the rehousing of Skittles, who my little Venezuelan sun tiger, my Salmulpius Armenia, that one. But once I started rehousing Skittles, I realised Skittles had molted. Another molt. So I'm just going to show you the molt. I don't know why I'm doing it with tweezers, because she's an old world one, isn't she? Or is she a new world one? Oh, I can't remember. That's the molt, which is looking good. There we go. It's in focus. How cute is that? One perfect little molt there. And then we're going to just take a look at Skittles. I'm just going to put this in here. I like to keep the molts. So here is Skittles. I've moved Skittles into Zuzu's enclosure because he's not going to be using it anymore. And look at how beautiful that spider is. So this enclosure may be too big for a spider of this size, but it just means that I won't have to rehouse it when it gets bigger, and hopefully it won't do a Zuzu and molt up in the air. Fingers crossed. this is the enclosure for my Tapinaceous Cupreus, my violet tree spider, Bo. And we're not going to see Bo because Bo hides. But I wanted to show you the wonderful web tube Bo's created, which is this here. It's just beautiful. It's just like this solid piece of webbing, and I think it's just really nice. So I'm going to drop a cricket into for her, and hopefully Bo will appreciate that and show the face at some point in the next few months. So as the camera just watches my Trinidad olive, Desmond, sitting there, quite oblivious, even though I just put a cricket in his enclosure, I wanted to ask you guys, my viewers, something quite important. This has been playing on my mind fairly recently. Basically, Desmond, you're being boring. I'm going to put another spider over there. Basically, I have another YouTube channel. It is not a channel that I'm particularly active on. It is a channel that I used primarily for uploading home videos, for family home videos, so I could then share them on Facebook with my family. And I did it on YouTube because I preferred that to the Facebook video. And don't ask me how, but somehow one of the family home videos ended up going a little bit viral, and it's had like 2 million views. So that my other channel that's just got like home videos on has got something like 30,000 subscribers. And this channel that I'm working so really hard on hasn't quite hit 100 yet. So this is what I was going to propose doing. I was going to do a 100 subscriber giveaway. I've got all the stuff for it. It's all there. But I've not hit that target yet. And I just feel like with all the changes that YouTube's been making, it's becoming harder and harder to build an audience because it won't promote videos unless you've already got a certain amount of subscribers. And like, this is like a really good community, but it's hard building a channel in this community. So what I was thinking of doing was switching over to my other channel and making that my primary channel, and everyone up to now who had entered the 100 subscriber giveaway, I was just going to give things to them anyway because I've got the stuff ready to give away. So that's what I was thinking of doing, but I didn't want to do it just to sort of sell out and be like, look, I've got 30,000 subscribers. It's more that because it's got a lot of subscribers, the videos will be promoted more and they will turn up in other people's recommended more. And it's a dilemma because I built this channel and I really, really wanted it to succeed, and I wanted, like, so very much to build an audience for it, and I think I have. And I love every single one of my subscribers who I talk to, who are so supportive, like Lisa, Tanya, Dan, Robert, Peter Webster, everyone who I talk to regularly, basically. I love y'all, and you're great. You are my audience, and I appreciate it. But at the same time, the other channel is monetized, and it's already monetized, which makes things a lot easier. So I'm literally putting it down to you guys to make this decision, and it's going to be like majority rules. Should I stay on this channel and try and build up organically, and when we get to that 100 subscribers, I'll do the giveaway? Or do I let everyone have the things now who commented on that subscriber video, and move to my other channel and build that channel up, being that it's got 30,000 subscribers already built in, so it sort of makes it easier to build up from there. It's such a hard decision to do, which is why I've had a lot of like anxiety about it, and I've needed this like mental health break. So it's down to you guys. What should I do? Should I do it? Should I move channels, or should I stay here? What do you guys think? Tell me, please leave a comment. This is a really hard decision, and I need advice, and I need you guys to help me, because you're the community. You tell me, what do you think will be best? Like, what's going to be the best thing to do for the channel? Like, move it to where it's going to get more promoted videos, or stick with this, try and like build up the numbers.